needs a very good beating, Madea style. Yeah, for sure.
Hello once again.
Hi.
This is your girl Acushla with a very, very special guest, Ruth.
Hi guys.
So we're here with another fun episode for you, and yeah, this is our topic for today. My fiance of 1 year just proposed, so we were traveling to Tennessee so he could meet my dad. I told my fiance that my father was an old school retired Marine and that he couldn't wear his long locks when he meets him. I asked my fiance to cut his hair. He refused, so I cut his locks while he slept. He broke up with me. I'm so hurt. I told him to stop being petty because his hair can grow back. Him, every time I look in the mirror, I see what you do. I see what you did. Oh, that's...
Is he overreacting?
Maybe. How long to let him cool down before I try to contact him again? I'm afraid he may call off the wedding. Advice. What are your thoughts?
She messed up, for sure.
In what ways did she mess up?
There's this thing about people sometimes when they become selfish. You know, I'm so sure this gentleman would not do something like this to her or make her change something about herself drastically. Let's say if he's put up with the Botox or he's put up with the surgery, he's not saying anything. But then this one thing that he loves, and it makes him feel good about himself, and then she takes it away. That's disrespect. Because someone has put up with all your things and all your obsessive maybe shopping and this and that and that. Because people do have those funny, tiny habits, and then you put up with that, and then the other person is not understanding. It's just a disappointment. I agree with him. I'd also leave.
You know, my neighbors, I think during the COVID era, my neighbor's kids, there was a little boy. His name is King David. So his sister was sleeping, and he cut her hair.
Okay.
Like, she had permed it.
Yeah.
So I think that evening when she slept, she didn't put in like a hairnet or a bonnet or anything. She just slept. So I think she did something to him, and he was upset. So that evening, when she slept, little boy, like 6 by that time, he took scissors and he cut all her hair. So if this is our house, their house is the next over here.
Yes.
So that morning, the first thing we heard was,
Horrible.
Mommy, Kindy has cut my hair.
Sibling rivalry.
Yeah. And then you think
Typical.
and you think it's not bad. It's very bad because it's a 6-year-old. It's patches. It's here. It's here.
Jesus.
It's horrible.
But I think that's how cycles are made. Or that's how they come to be as people, because it starts with the little things, and then before you know it, instead of cutting people's hair like his sister's hair, he's now cutting off people's heads. You never know. This is how parents ignore the small tiny habits that kids, and they do ignore it. Okay, you cut your sibling's hair, so what? But this is someone who could grow up to actually inflict harm on somebody. It's possible, because it stems from revengefulness, which is a very, very bad thing. And people tend to ignore, children and say, oh, well, they're just children, and maybe they'll forget about it and change. It may become a fetish for this boy. Cutting
people's hair.
Yeah, and before you know it, he's a grown-ass creep cutting people's hair wherever he goes. Before you know it, you have like braids, and then you come out with 10. I don't know. Yeah, so that's it.
You know, with this particular issue, locks, you can cut locks and keep it.
Yeah.
I feel like the conversation between the two of them was not open enough to see what all the options available were. Because if they had discussed like this whole thing, perhaps, that option could have come.
But why would you want to change your partner just because somebody does not feel comfortable with the way they look or how they behave? Because this is the person you've chosen. It's not your dad getting married to this guy. It is you. You have put up with his looks. The first time you saw him, you're like, yeah, this guy is like handsome and is good. And so why? Because somebody said that, oh, well, I don't like his looks, or I'm old-fashioned. I don't think you can be with a man with plaited hair or locks. then why would you think your dad is not getting married to the guy? You want to live with this man forever, you know, and you just messed up a good thing just like that. Hair, because of hair, honest hair. Let's get serious, guys. Hair.
Yeah, no, it's such a Delilah thing to do. No.
Typical.
So I'm so sorry. I don't think she should contact him again. I think she should just cut her losses and find somebody that doesn't have losses.
And appreciate them.
That would be better. Yeah.
Move on.
Okay, the second one. Ooh, this one, yeah. My boyfriend's aunt passed, and he asked me to babysit his 5-year-old while he traveled for the funeral. The boy never sleeps. When I tell you this boy is possessed, you think I'm joking. At 3 a.m., I heard noises, and it was him in my bedroom rummaging through my purse. I told him to go to bed. He jumped on my bed and tried to choke me. Him, you go to bed. Can you imagine? This boy is this child is entitled.
I don't think he's possessed. He's just a spoiled child. He is a spoiled child.
He's possessed by the spirit of. What is a noun of spoiled?
I don't really believe in spirits though. This is just a bad child. It's another typical episode of bad children. That's it.
Pampering. He's overwhelmed. No, he has been possessed by the spirit of pampering.
Because what, as in our African setting, there's no way you would tell an adult, you go to bed. If someone, immediately they say, you need to, you know what to do. You just get up and go to bed. Why would you? I think, honestly, this kid is just spoiled. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say. And it's
my God, look at this. He's fat with strong hands, and I just ate my edibles. So he could have killed, that means she was weak. Oh, that's fucked. But why is she taking edibles when she's with a kid, though?
I don't know. It's that messed up that she wants to actually take edibles because he's a bad child.
And he's not possessed.
Then it's the menace.
We watched that movie. There's something wrong with the children.
There's something wrong with
There's something wrong with this boy.
There's something wrong with this kid.
Psychological evaluation. Ooh, wait, the next one. I called my boyfriend, and when he answered, I heard moaning. Oh my God! He said it was his cousin crying about her mother's death. So how is he crying?
Wow. You know, the thing is that I feel like, honestly, there's nothing else we can say about this kid apart from him being a bad child, and probably the adults around him are almost the same. Maybe they're worse. Maybe they've been doing this in the house.
They choke each other.
Sometimes children reflect the adult people's behaviors, don't you think?
Okay.
Yeah, maybe the parents choke each other, so he saw them choking each other, now he wants to choke everybody. I don't know how. I would only blame the people that raised him, or that are raising him. Yes.
That is too problematic.
I believe in like disciplining your children. I know in this era people don't want to spank their children, but I would spank this kid. I would spank him. He would never, ever tell an adult to, you go to bed. How dare you? In an African setting, no, there's a sandal and a cane and hands. You will never say to another adult. It just goes to show. He's going to be a very bad person when he grows up.
Well,
very disrespectful. I don't think he'll ever respect like authority. Never.
Oh yeah. No, but then if he ends up the way that we're talking about, it's possible he'll end up in juvie and in the prison system and not even have like an actual life as an individual. So there's that alternative. Or then again, he could be possessed and we could just send him for.
He's just a bad kid. He's just a bad kid. He's messed up. He's a bad kid.
But then he's 5. How can we say a 5-year-old is a bad kid?
He needs beating. He needs a very good beating, Madea style. Yeah, for sure. Because I feel like, you know, the thing is that parents nowadays, especially nadays, they know the values that were passed on by the people before. Yeah, I know people don't want to say, they feel like if you beat a child nowadays, you're being violent and whatnot. But this is a behavior that will embarrass you as a parent as well. Because imagine you're with this kid in public, you know, somewhere, maybe before your boss, in front of your boss, and he goes ahead and says something like, you go to bed to your boss. How do you look at your boss the next day?
Imagine he chokes your boss.
That's even worse. I'd pack. I would not even wait to get fired. I'll just pack everything and leave a small note with M&Ms, and yeah, that's it.
Oh, that is sad.
Yeah, it's okay.
But then, you know, we're only looking at this issue from the issue of the little boy. How about the woman? You don't think she's irresponsible?
She's irresponsible.
Because, like, why would you take edibles when you're with a child?
She deserves a good choking. I think he had even mercy on her. Because you...
relax. He told me to call the child's mother, and she said her son will choke you if you interrupt his sleepwalking.
See?
How is a 5-year-old sleepwalking?
More evidence of bad parenting. There's nothing.
No. Sleepwalking is a psychological problem. But it doesn't start as early as 5. 5 is too early.
5 is too early, and he should be short. How is it?
He should be short.
Yeah, because like he's this short and you're this tall. Acushla, imagine, would a 5-year-old be able to choke you? Like, do you feel like a 5-year-old would be able to choke you? Really?
Like, if you're sleeping though, he could just climb into your bed. See, a 5-year-old
could yank him away.
He could even smother you with covers you.
But it's small, you just push him away.
Of course you push him away, but like it still doesn't ignore the fact that he can smother you. It's possible.
But he's walking, and he's sleepwalking.
With strong hands. So you imagine a really chubby kid. That's child abuse. You can't starve him.
Slowly. The parents would never know.
You starve somebody slowly.
Because you tried to choke me. What? Like, yeah, if you try to choke me again, I won't give you food. Yeah, so here's the next part.
Oh
my God. What?
She said, I told her to please come get her son. Her bitch. It's my birthday weekend, so I ain't coming to pick him up.
Bad parenting.
Oh, that's bad parenting.
Bad parenting. This is a kid who's reflecting the parents' behaviors. I told you this, right? At the beginning. He's a bad child. Nothing else deserves a good spanking.
I don't think
a visit from my dear.
I don't think the spanking will be enough. This boy has to go to boarding school.
He needs to be choked too.
Yeah, they have to bring him to Africa.
No, he needs to be choked.
Send him to Adisadel.
Yeah.
But Adisadel.
No. But he needs proper parenting. So in this case, I would not really want to blame the boy or the babysitter. I think it's the parents. It is the parents. It comes down to the parents. Every time a child is acting out, it's usually the parents that are causing it.
So it's just mirroring the actions that it has witnessed.
Yes.
I see. Okay. That's all right. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us on another episode. Please like, subscribe, share. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Bye.